Transformation is not a task for ministries alone. It is a shared enterprise that demands cooperation between policymakers, innovators, and investors. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa's digital story is not a race against anyone else. It is a collective journey. The progress we seek will come from steady collaboration, mutual support, and trust. Let us make Nairobi not only the physical home of African Telecommunication Union, but the diplomatic nerve center of Africa's digital future. Asanteni sana. Thank you very much.
Tunashukuru sana Mheshimiwa Honorable William Kaboko. We are so grateful. Now we are going to a part where we will be all invited to say something, and that is the interactive discussion. In this segment, your Secretary General, your Chief Servant at the ATU is looking for advice, ways in which he can serve you better. I think that was his message. I'm just trying to remind you. So now, let us invite him to run this segment. Thank you.
We'll keep it brief and interesting. Since I see we have a few minutes ahead of us, if you have some thoughts to share, no obligation, no commitments at this level, just brief thoughts about how we can engage a lot more with you in this space. I know some of the senior-most fellows here, so you'll be surprised if I mention names when we still have the CS here. Oh, Excellency, yes. Go ahead.
Thank you, Excellency, Mr. Secretary General.
You have another mic?
Yes, and thank you, Excellency, Mr. Secretary General.
Just name and then you go ahead.
Of course. I have to introduce myself since I am a newcomer, Ambassador of Algeria. I'm here in Nairobi since August this year. First of all, I would like to thank you and to say how we are privileged and honored to have His Excellency the Cabinet Secretary with us, and to thank you, Mr. Secretary General, to make this happen, to have these discussions. It was in my intention to come to pay you a courtesy visit and perhaps to talk bilaterally about how we can make this organization, strengthening this organization within African Union work. But it's a good opportunity, first. I would like just, of course, to go to a fact, because it was stated this morning several times. One fact is that membership of the ATU is 52 countries, state countries, which is a fact. But it was stated as well that the number of the African Union members or African countries is 54, stated, restated several times. I would like just to correct this and to say that the number of African Union members is 55. Countries in Africa are 55. And since the ATU is an emanation in its sector of the African Union, perhaps this fact should be reestablished. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Excellency. I really appreciate that comment. Just to say that Excellency's country bears a special place for the Union. Honorable Sid Ali Zeruki, the Minister of Post and Telecoms, is the current chair of the ATU CPL. So we regularly interact with His Excellency the Honorable Minister in that respect. But thank you very much for those comments. Yes, Excellency. Go ahead. You can get the mic.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Secretary General Omo. I'm Anwar Binous from the Ambassador of Tunisia. I'm happy to be among you today, and I would like to thank His Excellency CS Kabogo and PS Isaboke for their insights and for their information they made in the keynote addresses to us. As you mentioned, Excellency, maybe two things. This opportunity is a very important one, even if you mentioned that you are going to the end of your term, but it comes even maybe more important that we have kind of gathering as a representative of our countries here in Kenya, in this beautiful country. We need such kind of meetings, first, and second, as you mentioned, we need to be informed, and all the information went through the embassies we are representing our countries, and we need to be more involved in such important sectors, which is an opportunity for us to maybe work together, even we are representing our countries in Kenya, but this is an opportunity also to have interaction among our brothers here, so we can be benefits. As you know, Tunisia is very involved in this sector, and they hold the World Summit in 2005. As Ambassador of Tunisia, I thank you for these two remarks, and we hope that we build on it, and that will be like a tradition, meetings time to time to just to inform the ambassadors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency. I'll respond to that. Maybe we take one more. Sierra Leone.
Thank you very much, SG, and thank you very much, Cabinet Secretary, for those inspiring comments. And you see, I like the team. The goal is for us to establish a channel of communication. And one thing I will assure you is that we'll have to ride on this. Maybe after here now, we start making courtesy calls so that we try to understand the issues properly. You know, but having looked at one of the slides that talked about the membership, of course, from the country perspective, and also the associate members, which include the telcos and private sector. I saw a cluster of clusters of companies and private sector groups. But what I'm not sure, it was very difficult for me to browse quickly because they were clustered. But what I'm not sure is are you trying to capture those local private sectors in other countries, like for instance Sierra Leone? You have private companies, telcos that are operating. I don't know whether they are captured so that because funding here is very key. And besides you leveraging on contribution from countries, even the private sectors play a very key role. Are you trying to capture those local companies across the board?
Thank you very much. High Commissioner Rwanda.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ernest Ramucha. I'm High Commissioner from Rwanda. We're so honored to be part of this discussion this morning, and we commend you for organizing it. CS Honorable Kapogo, PS, thank you also for really honoring this event and making quite an impactful speech this morning, which touched on quite a number of issues that are critical for our countries. I think we share quite a lot in common. I think this platform is very important to ensure that there is effective communication and coordination. I know that for Rwanda you work very, very closely with our government directly, which is very important, and that's very important that there's that direct connection, because then get things done. But the fact that you could also ensure that we are updated and then we know more about the organizations, what its priorities are, what it's doing, and we're impressed by what you've been able to achieve, as was presented here, what you've achieved between 2012 and 2025 in terms of membership, ratification, in terms of activities that are going on. It's very important. Partnership is key because we still have gaps as members of this very important organization. There are challenges of digital infrastructure and connectivity, which we can only achieve if we work together, if we partner, which is very, very important. First, as African countries, but also leveraging other partners. We have issues of skills development, innovation. We have issues now, quite challenging issues on cyber security, data protection. We have challenges that are creeping in now with the opportunities and challenges with artificial intelligence. So it's very, very important that we work really, really closely together, that we share knowledge, that we share experience, that we share expertise, but that we keep dialogue going in terms of keeping at the cutting edge of things, because sometimes we lack a bit, and that could put us on a back foot. So I thank you, and we commit to remain engaged and to work together. And we thank Kenya because of taking leadership to provide actually this organization a home where it's able to effectively operate in this important hub. Thank you.
Thank you. So, yeah, I'll get to you. Let me just deal with this first three. In fact, one, because the other two I'll deal with towards the end. In 1999, the ministers, prior to that, it was a member states affair only. So in 1999, when most of our countries were liberalizing, the ministers saw sense in terms of opening up this organization to the private sector, civil society organizations in the ICT space. And so we welcome, we work with all private sector organizations in our countries, or those that are not African, but with offices in Africa, with a presence in Africa. And so the opportunity to work with in-country or organizations that operate within our respective countries is one that I would personally relish. In fact, a few months ago, because North Africa is quite close to Europe, we're getting inquiries of European companies domiciled in North Africa, but would want to have a presence further south. So those are opportunities that I think south-to-south cooperation we should clearly take advantage of. I'll come back to respond to the two other issues after taking maybe three more. Then we perhaps will consider closing at that. Yes, Excellency.
Thank you very much. I'm Mr. David Chibangu. I'm the Chargé d'Affaires of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Mine, I will start with the two French maxims. One, it says, qui dit merci, dit j'en veux encore. Another one, pour mieux sauter, il faut reculer. Don't worry, I will explain. Why it's thanks. I want to extend we're grateful for this wonderful breakfast. We can take this opportunity to say, please do this more and more, because it's so interesting to interact like this. And pour mieux sauter, il faut reculer. DRC is thanking Kenya to host the ATU here. But recently you received a delegation come from my capital, and we are firmly working to create better conditions for ATU. So,
Inshallah.
In a few, you will be home, and we'll create a better condition for you. So,
thank you very much.
I want to let all the countries know that DRC is working to create better conditions for ATU, so that we will be at your place, since is something we do believe is a place that you have to work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, and thank you, the Honorable Minister. My name is Benson Ochesi. I am representing the High Commission of the Republic of Malawi to Kenya. I would like to appreciate for this invitation that you allowed us to come and interact on this important subject. Mine is just to comment or to thank the Honorable Minister, for putting it straight that it is very important for missions here in Kenya to have ICT officers in their embassies and missions, so that it can ease the communication between the missions and the government of Kenya, as well as the ATU. Secondly, I would want to stress the point raised by my colleague with regards to the vacancies which you mentioned. It will be of great importance that there should be easy flow of communications with regards to vacancies which are available at ATU to all the missions who are represented here in Kenya, so that they can easily communicate to the respective governments on what is available and what are the requirements, to see if those opportunities can be taken up by those nations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mwazuka Bwanji. The Honorable Cabinet Secretary has to leave in a short while, but sir, before you leave, one of the senior most diplomats we have is the Botswana High Commissioner. I really wanted you to listen to him, but also listen to at least one lady. So two, the Ambassador of Burundi, I will ask her to speak. I know this is a surprise to her, but let's listen to the High Commissioner first, then the Ambassador of Burundi, then I will have a very quick response so that you can take your leave. Excellency, go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, SG. Mheshimiwa Waziri William Kabogo. Salamu tena. SG, thank you very much for the organization of this breakfast. And all I want to ask you to help with is that Kenya has a temporary haven for your organization in particular, resonates with a number of things that this host country of ours does. And we're doing all we can as Botswana, for instance, to understudy their successes. Botswana actually owes its human resource development from independence to Kenya. Most of our top civil servants were educated here. My personal physician actually was, until his demise, from Kenya. He took Botswana nationality. I would like to ask you, SG, to make all efforts you can through your good communication to ensure that as Africa we continue to learn from our successes. Kenya, and it's not because Waziri Kabogo is here, Kenya is a hub for a number of things, including ICT. I visited several institutions, and I've lived the environment of Kenya where ICT is playing a critical role, placing it first even among developed countries. That if you can, SG, assist with any programs that will help as individual countries to sponsor, for us to meet here, benchmark is the word, but basically to study and learn, benefit from the benefits of ICT that are visible in this country. Thank you, sir.
With pleasure, with pleasure, with pleasure. Madam Ambassador, over to you. The Ambassador of Burundi, Excellency.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Evelyn Habonimana. I'm the Ambassador of the Republic of Burundi to Kenya. Thank you, SG, for giving me the floor and for organizing this breakfast meeting. Thank you also to the CS of telecommunication here in Kenya for honoring this breakfast meeting this morning. So it is an honor for us to be invited on this event, on this breakfast meeting. And also we thank you, the Secretariat of ATU, and to be organizing such event, and also to be member of this organization. So as member countries or member country, through this ATU, we have already, or we are in our way, implementing some works through this ATU, or we thank this ATU for being as our organizer or our guide in that matter for IC2. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Since the CS has to leave, I don't know at all, you had something to say? Okay. As you say that, I'd like to ask the team here, because I'm providing the sponsors, if you can prepare to, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you, SG, for organizing the breakfast and interactions with us as the diplomatic community. Honorable Cabinet Secretary Kabongo, thank you for your words of encouragement, for recognizing the late High Commissioner of South Africa. My name is Ernest Koopa. I'm Charge the Affairs of South Africa. And I would like also to appreciate the PS Isaboke, who received me recently at his office when I went to reiterate South Africa's campaign for the opening up position of SG from next year, 2026 to 2030, to request the support of the government of Kenya. So I'll take this opportunity to also request the support of all member states in the room. Thank you.
I think the sense of what I'm getting, and right from what Excellency the Ambassador of Algeria, Tunisia, Rwanda in particular, and Excellencies from Botswana, Burundi, and Malawi, essentially is that it's good for us to meet regularly and exchange views. Some of the work that we do, we've just prepared Africa for WTDC in a week's time. We will formally send to you so that you get to know what your representatives are taking to Baku. We'll formally send to you. We've sent this to capitals already, but we'll formally send to you what these proposals are, so that in the event there are questions, you can also deal with that. My sense again is that for this regular dialogue, sometimes the response from, I don't know whether the dean is here, Eritrea? Yeah, sometimes the response from that office it takes a bit of time, but we'll try to see whether we can get other channels of communication, maybe through the deputy dean, so that we have these briefings on a more regular basis. I see that as one of the takeaways that is from here. And so unless I've forgotten something, I'd like to request the High Commissioners, the charges, and the representatives of the High Commissioners and Ambassadors to come over here for a photo session with the CS and the PS before he leaves. Excellencies, please. This needs to be. And then it is not over. We are still eating. It's not over because the CS is leaving. We'll still be here to get some food. We'll still be here to get some food. Thank you.
So who is the senior most in the absence of the dean? Well, Botswana will be
you know, you can be anywhere. I can be here because I can't come.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We are still going on.
Yes, I know. That's what I was
Yes, very good. So if you are growing, the country is growing very fast. Excellency.